Hi everybody, I'm Shauna. This is Ring of Light Crafts. Let me adjust this camera just slightly here. I was supposed to do a live here recently. Well, today actually, early, and the whole thing, but things happened with Grandpa being, he kind of broke his neck from what I was just told a few minutes ago, his actual break. So we will not be doing the live the way I want it to. And of course, because everybody's too emotional, we just can't handle it. So anyway, so this is what we're going to do. This has to be done in phrases, steps, just because it takes the time to dry. The very first thing I want you guys to do, if you want to do this, is get a cookie sheet, or excuse me, a cupcake pan from a thrift store or a Dollar Tree, something you don't have to spend a lot of money on. Or if you have an old one that's no good, that one would work really well, because once you use it for this, try to never use it for anything but this, because there is chemicals involved and you don't want that in your food. So the very first thing is to do is find your cupcake tin, can, whatever this is, pan, there you go. And we're going to do it, there's two different ways, you guys, a lot of ways, but the way I'm talking about is if you wanted to make these heavy, well, they will stick in a reef and not blow away, add like a clothespin, not a clothespin, but like something, a clothes clip, or something a little heavy that you can put in the bottom, just light, like a paper clip is what I'm trying to say, to hold in the bottom to keep it from flying away. Now, next step is find your little cupcake things. Once again, you guys, Dollar Tree. Don't know where these ones came from, but I know I got them for a dime. So it was on a, like a 99% clearance type thing. Just get rid of them. So anyways, we're just going to use these. And I do not want them with the clips in them, because what we're going to do with these is they're going to be interpreted as a type of pick. So we don't want to do it any other way. So what you do is just take it, fill it like you just would a cupcake holder. I'll go ahead and double something just because I have this one here. And I don't want to just throw it away. That way, once I'm done, it's done. We can just peel it off, right? So anyways, it just looks like you're doing your cupcake. The next thing is, as you can tell, I'm shaking it still. Get this stuff. You can get it from Walmart. Probably get it from almost anywhere. This is called Great Stuff. Basically, it's a sealer for gaps and stuff. Once you open this and use it, it's very hard to reuse. So try to do enough of this, enough different projects to use a can of it once, because they do clog up. So anyways, let's get with this. So of course you got to open it and shake it up as well as you can. And they have this little hose type thing that goes with them. You just put that right on there like they say to, with instructions. You guys, you should always use gloves with this, but considering I do not have any right now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to try very hard to keep it away from my hands. This stuff will stick to your hands. It's very nasty. If it does, let it dry first and then peel it off. Definitely not for kids to use. Absolutely not. It can literally rip the skin off your hands. I know because I've done it. So anyways, you're supposed to shake it very, very well. Okay, I think this should be sufficient. Once again, you do not want to get it on any parts of your body. So what you do is you just simply take it. I always have problems holding these because I'm kind of awkward anyways. So we're just going to, I can't see this one. Pull it closer to me. You just want to add a wee bit in here, you guys. Let's see if we can get this started. Just a little bit. Something like that. This stuff expands. Okay? So it'll just keep expanding. Whoops. And that's what you don't want to do. Let me just see if I can get it to lay down. Let me add a little on this and get it off my... There we go. And I'm trying very hard not to touch it, as you can tell. Let me just fill up that little hole. You don't even have to put this much in here. So these may, depends on how they expand, I may have to trim them down, which is fine. We'll do some with a little, some with a lot. You just fill these right up here, okay? These will have to sit and make sure they're totally dry. And it does take approximately 24 hours. We'll just make it so those little pieces stay down. And the reason why I say that long is because you do want to make sure it's totally risen. You don't want to make something then, oh look, an hour or two later it's twice as big the size it was originally that you thought it would be. So we're just going to go ahead and add, whoops, there we go again. Add this in here. And this is step 1. So just go ahead and finish these up. And if you're thinking, oh no, nothing's going to stick, it will stick. This stuff is like, well, glue. It's nasty. You don't want it on your hands, okay? This stuff will bloody just rip your skin right off. And that goes for all the brands with this, okay? At least I have used several and every one of them did that to me. So I don't recommend getting it on your skin. Keep it away from your mouth and your eyes, of course. So if you got wee ones, try to do this part without them maybe knowing. Because they're going to want to try, and we don't want them to try, and we want them safe. Okay. So anyways, you're just going to fill up your cupcake little tins, whoops, like so. How much you put in there depends on, 1, how fast it comes out and how much you want. But 2, it will also make your size of your cake one size or the other. It kind of depends on how it's going to rise. You have no control over that. And if you do, please let me know, because I sure like to control it sometimes, let me tell you. You just add a wee bit there, because I want to close that little hole. Try to get it to work as, you know, as not like going everywhere. Okay. And with this one, because I don't want to waste this, and this is all I have to do, I'm just going to take off my nozzle, and, whoops, sorry, take off my nozzle here, and hopefully get it to stop. You could put aluminum foil over this, I guess, something to kind of keep it from going everywhere. Let me just kind of get this to release. There we go, and now it's off. And if this doesn't clean out, it's useless at this point, because it'll just fill up and it will seal it, because that's what it does, is span and seal. So I'm just going to set that aside, put this back on so I can lock that up. So anyways, this is step 1, you guys. Something cheap for the cupcake rim, and then cheap little cupcake holders, just like you would if you're making a normal cupcake. And then any brand of the filler grit gaps. I probably shouldn't even show this brand, but I happen to like this. It came from Walmart. They have it in green and red. This time all I saw was a red, so I grabbed what they had. It's also good for actually doing what it's meant to do around the house. So at least for my experience, I have had success with this. Anyways, I'm not trying to tell you go out and buy it or anything like that, because it's different for everybody. I mean, I bought some and it was absolutely not so great. It turned out that the can was, well, not so great. So anyways, guys, this is step 1. Remember, get everything really, really cheap. This stuff runs about, I think I paid like $3 and some odd cents, so it was under $4 per can. Okay? So you want to make sure you get your money's worth. So don't just let it sit with a little nozzle and everything on it, because you want to make sure you get your money worth out of the can. You want to totally empty that can. I mean, why waste? Now, next step is set this aside where the animals and the children cannot reach it, because it is a chemical, and we don't want our children or our animals hurt. So with that said, that's it for step 1, you guys. So hopefully by tomorrow we can do step 2, and then I'll try to upload them all together so you do them side by side. Or maybe we'll just do a whole other live again and just start all over. Who knows, right? So anyways, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. Samson says hello. It's my cockatiel over there. That thing's so old. I keep wondering when it's going to die. I ask it all the time when it's going to pass, because it really is an old bird. And it just looks at me like, nah, not yet. I'm not going anytime soon. We always tease about that. That was my mama's bird, and she's been gone a few years now. And it was less than a year when she got it, but my kid was 2. And y'all know how old she is now, which is definitely not 2. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys like this. Once again, sorry I can't do it like we had planned, but I didn't get home from the hospital until almost 1 a.m. So things kind of just went downhill. When Grandpa fell, those that know of him, when he fell, he did hurt himself, and he went basically without help for a week to the day, actually, and a week to a day and a half. So it was 1 week and 1 day, exactly on the dot. It's kind of weird how that turned out. So anyways, guys, I can sit here and talk forever, but there's no reason to, because this will take a long time. So at this note, you guys, thank you all so much for joining me. Please like or subscribe and hit the bell button, and then something comes up on the side. Hit all. That way you guys know exactly when I come on. It'll send you notifications and stuff like that. And if you miss a notification, you'll see it in your little drop-off box. Hey, this happened. So you can always click on it and go right back to it so you don't miss part 2. So with that said, you guys, I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. And for those of you on the other side of the world from me, have a wonderful, blessed evening. And as always, you guys, be blessed.